Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Dane, your host. I hope you're doing well wherever you may find yourselves. And welcome to part one of my two-part little mini-series talking about Uriah Heep, the Lawton years. And I'm going to work a little bit backwards here, or I am going to work backwards here, because I'll be talking about the album that never was. I'm talking about the album that is called 10 Miles High. You can get it as a bootleg. I think you can still get it as a bootleg. I've seen it on Discogs, and I've also seen it on, let me pull this up here for you. In addition to on Discogs, I've seen it on a website called, lpcdreissues.com. The Discogs version has a razorback or a boar or a hog on the cover in black and white, and there's some colorful stuff surrounding it. And then the other website that I just read off has just a photograph image of the band from the Lawton years as the album cover. So I thought I would talk about this because I have this myself. I just have it as a MP3 form on disc, but I played it. It's not, well, I had it as an MP3, but then I burned it onto a disc so I could play it like a CD from start to finish, or skip tracks, that kind of thing is what I mean. So, and I don't have an album cover. I may make one myself from the printer, or have a contest at school and have my students who can draw the best come up with their best and give them some extra credit or something like that, or extra points thrown their way for their efforts. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure you can still get this in some way, shape, or form, but it is not an official Uriah Heep release. It is not recognized as an official Uriah Heep album. You won't find it in collections. You won't find it in box sets, that kind of thing. It was never released for sale in the bins, in the vinyl sections, whatever, or CD, whatever, cassette, you name it. Never released except as a bootleg only. So once again, I got mine off of YouTube because at the time I don't have it anymore. I had a YouTube to MP3, MP4 changer, if you will, downloader, or whatever you call it, converter. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. So let me talk about the tracks on 10 Miles High. The first part, which is the first 11 songs, is from what we call the 5 Miles West sessions, and then the next 5 or 6 tracks are from the Firefly sessions. Now, I'm not sure why they changed the name from 5 Miles West, which was the name of the sessions, to the name of the bootleg 10 Miles High. Who knows? But there it is. So here are the first 11 tracks that comprise the 5 Miles West sessions, with John Lawton on vocals. Let It Ride, Life is a Dream, Feelings, You and I, That's How I Am, I'll Never Forget, Your Love, Tonight, Fools, Been Hurt, and I Won't Change. The next songs are from the Firefly sessions. You get Been Away Too Long, I Always Know, Dance, 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 Put Your Music Where Your Mouth Is, and A Far Better Way. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, that's 5 songs. You can find all of them on the Firefly Expanded Deluxe Edition, which I just got in with the other 2 Lawton CDs. Finally found these someplace. Now, for some reason, they didn't put Your Music Where Your Mouth Is on the Firefly, where it should go, since they're Firefly sessions. But instead, for some reason, I guess because of time constraints, they put it on the Innocent Victim Expanded Deluxe Edition. And since I have this out, I'll go ahead and show you the first Lawton album, as you know, the second, Innocent Victim, and then Fallen Angel, the third. And these 3 will be what the second video is about in this little mini series of mine. So let me talk about the tracks. I'm not going to talk about the Firefly sessions. When I do Firefly in the next video with all of those 3, that trilogy, I will talk about those songs. So let me talk about the 5 Miles West sessions. Some of them should sound familiar to you. The 3 that I'll read off again from those 11 are Feelings, Fools, and Been Hurt. 2 of them you should recognize because they're on... Actually, you should recognize all of those song titles because John Sloman is on this album, as you know, and this is the expanded deluxe edition, and you have a version of Fools and Feelings, which were on the original 8 songs, but then Been Hurt is track 10, which is one of the bonus tracks. So you get all 3 versions of the John Sloman versions on this album, of course, because he's the singer on the album. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue twisted here, but the 10 Miles High CD has those 3 songs also, but they're the Lawton versions. And I'll go ahead and say it right now, the Lawton versions to me are much better than the Sloman, and that's because, in my opinion, Lawton was always is a better fit than Sloman ever was. His vocal stylings work better with those songs. I like what Sloman does on those 3 tracks on here, but Lawton's are much, much better. Again, his voice just fits better with those songs. So let me talk a little bit about each of the 11 songs here. Again, I'm not going to talk about the Firefly tracks, Firefly Sessions tracks. So the first song is Let It Ride. This is a great song. It's a nice rocker. Why not release this as a single? Why not? And the production is even really good for a bootleg. Or put it on one of the deluxe editions that I just showed you. Or just, why not just officially release it? It's been so long since these sessions existed. Why not have Uriah Heep, file the paperwork and put it out? The Lost album, get rid of the 10 Miles High. I'm not sure why they called it that. Call it something else. The Lost Lawton Years, and then 11 wonderful tracks, something like that, right? Anyway, so Let It Ride is a great song. Should have been on one of these albums, or should have been released as a single or an EP, right? There you go. The next song is Life is a Dream, as I said. This is a good song, but the production is not as good as Let It Ride, but it is decent. I do like this song. It's not a great song, but it is a good song. And then we get Feelings. As I said, much better than Sloman. As I said again, the voice fits better. The production is okay, but despite the fact that the production of Conquest is better than some of the songs on this bootleg, Lawton's vocals make up for that deficiency in production. The production is not terrible, is what I'm saying. The song You and I is a great love song. It's fabulous, I think. Then the next song, That's How I Am. This is you got some great Hensley keys here, some great Hensley synths. Really cool. Great vocals from Lawton as always. It is a cool song, and I can imagine David Coverdale singing this. That's how it's got that soulful touch to it. And of course, Lawton's soulful vocals are different than Coverdale's, but I can see Coverdale singing this song. I love the song, is what I've wrote here. That's how much I like the song. So That's How I Am. Really good song. Definitely a noteworthy Uriah Heep song in the catalog, and the song title reeks of the Uriah Heep expectations, if you will, and in the music itself. The next song is I'll Never Forget. This is just an okay song. It has a 50s vibe because of the ooh-oohs in it, but I do like it. It's not great, though. It's I guess, average. The next song is Your Love. This is a very wonderful, nice rocker. Like the first song, Let It Ride, and most of these, why not release it, as a single or something? And then Tonight is just an okay love song. I do like it. It's just okay. Then we hit Fools. Again, better than Sloman. The voice fits better, as I said. And then Been Hurt, same thing. Of the 3 songs that Lawton does that eventually become Sloman versions, Been Hurt is the best. But I love Fools and Feelings as well. But I think Been Hurt is the top of those 3. And when you listen to the Feelings version, the Lawton version of Feelings, it doesn't sound like a Kiss song. When you listen to the Sloman version, it kind of has that Kiss vibe to it. Here it doesn't, and that's why I like this version better. I think the Lawton versions, bootleg or no bootleg, are the definitive versions of these Uriah Heep songs. And then finally you get I Won't Change. This has a weird feel and tone to it because it has that lap slide guitar tone to it, because I don't think it's an upright, no one's standing up or sitting down playing the slide guitar like on Look at Yourself. It has more of that twangy country-esque Jeff Healey type vibe going, and I like it. I like Jeff Healey. So it has that bluesy lap slide guitar going for it, where you sit down and you're not holding it, but you're just on top and playing the strings that way. So again, the song is called "I Won't Change." Again, it's too bad that this album was never released, and we'd have a tetralogy and instead of a trilogy. And again, these are, pull these out again. Firefly, Innocent Victim, and Fallen Angel. And I'm re-listening to these this week, so I will have my part 2 where I talk about my love of these 3 albums and what they mean to the legacy of the band and the discography as a whole. So please post in the comments what your thoughts are if you've heard this album, this bootleg 10 Miles High, and what are your thoughts about it? Do you like the Sloman songs better? Again, Feelings, Fools, and Been Hurt. Or do you like me, do you like the Lawton version of those 3 songs? And in general, if you have this, do you like the other songs that were never made into Sloman versions, if you will? I do gravitate towards this album quite a bit, even though it's an unofficial release. And again, it's a shame that it was the album, as I said, that never was. But there's something to be said about finding things in the rough, so to speak, and then making them part of your musical DNA, if you will. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.